Good morning and welcome you all. Guys, thanks for joining this particular session. Today we are conducting this particular demo from TrioTech Technology that will going to cover entire course curriculum and what we are going to offer that will be discussed in today's demo. Guys, this particular course that we have planned that is 100% industry driven course where we are going to cover everything related to the Oracle Fusion Technical as well as Oracle Integration Cloud. This is a blend of both the technologies that we have covered up. The course content and curriculum has been planned in such a way that it will support you into a real-time project executions and the real-time experience. After taking up this particular course, covering all the topics that we are going to cover, and able to manage and practice all the assignments that we are going to give, we are roughly claiming that okay, each and every participant who has successfully completed, they can claim themselves as minimum 1 to 2 years of experience into that particular product domain experience. Okay, guys, hope you are getting my voice. Today I am going to conduct this particular training session for you. Along with me, I have two of my colleagues. They are working as admin. In between the sessions, they may be reaching out to you for the payment gateway link as well as some instruction form where you are supposed to fill in the details about yourself. Please feel free to check the chat, access those particular forms and provide those particular inputs. Okay. I will be putting all of you into mute. In case you have any doubts or questions or queries, please feel free to raise your hand and I will take an opportunity to give you an opportunity to ask for those particular doubts. In last days, we are going to have a question and answer. There also we are going to conduct all the queries addressed today. Okay. I believe everyone is able to hear me properly. In case you have any issues, please raise your hand and we will sort that out before we start with the session. Verma, Vansi, hope you are able to hear me voice, right? Admin. Yes, please confirm you are able to hear my voice. Shall we continue? Bhaskar, Anil, Shrikant, Divya,
Uh,
Dinesh.
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
audible.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for confirmation. Let's begin our session. Okay. And requesting you all to please keep yourself on mute. And in the last, if you have any doubts, queries, questions, we will be addressing that. Please keep a note of all the things that you are coming across. Okay. So guys, as we are going to conduct this particular session, which is something related to Oracle Fusion Technical plus OIC, it is very important to understand Oracle is a company, Oracle is a product-based software company who has one tool called Fusion, and we are learning this particular tool, the Fusion tool, which is one of the ERP application from the technical aspect. Okay, all these things we will be discussing and covering in detail. Just at a high level, I am explaining Oracle is a company, Fusion is the tool, and we are learning it through the technical perspective. What will the work of a technical consultant? What is technical? What is consultant? Why consultant? All these things we will be discussing in today's session. So guys, first of all, it may be very important for you to understand that there is no discrimination whether you are a fresher, you are a returning consultant, you are an IT consultant, non-IT consultant, you are already a coder, you are a non-IT graduate, everybody is applicable and eligible for this particular course, because this particular course is a low code no code sort of platform. This particular technology that we are going to learn is very advanced technology, where actually you are not supposed to write the code is going to be generated internally. We just need to understand the properties, we just need to understand some sort of questionnaire, we just need to understand different sort of wizards using which our work will be done. Definitely, yes, if you're from a technical background, it will give you a little bit extra knowledge or little bit extra advantage, but that is not a prerequisite for this particular course. Okay. This course will run almost 1.5 to 2 months. Okay. We will be generally having a session Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. And it will slightly may extend based on the topic to topic, whatever that we are going to cover. We will try to complete that topic onto that particular day itself. Okay. Moving ahead, this the first thing that we should need to understand before we taking up this particular course is that okay, that is something very important for you, that okay, there may be multiple IT related courses or trainings or tools are available. Why you will be choosing ERP as a technology? Okay, why we want to take up this particular course, guys? Because in case we have an aspiration that okay, we want to secure a good job, okay, in case we want to work for a tier 1 companies, a corporate tier 1 companies, which are the Fortune 500 companies, we will be looking out for the on-site opportunity. This particular course, this particular training, or this particular subject is something recession free. I have been working into the industry for last 20 years. I have witnessed three recessions, but I have not seen not a single person who's capable understand their subject and into the ERP sort of tool. Forget about the Oracle ERP. There may be different ERP also. ERP consultant is always a secure job sort of profession. Okay. And the best of the pay package, if you are a .NET consultant, Java consultant, Python consultant, whatever based on the number of years of experience you are getting, definitely ERP consultant is going to get little bit more than that answer. Okay. So guys, if you have any of these particular aspirations, you should be somebody who will be taking up a career opportunity into the ERP softwares. Okay. Then once it has been clear that okay, who should be taking this particular course, that is also very important. So guys, you may be a college student looking out for some sort of assignments or a actual real-time project. You may be a fresher looking for some sort of internship or appearing for some sort of job interviews and would like to present yourself as somebody who's a trained professional into some specialized training. Okay. You are somebody who's having some sort of gap into their careers, returning months or something. You may be an IT or non-IT aspirants who would like to switch your career. Okay. Somebody who's already into the ERP domain of some other technology or within the Oracle and want to switch to Fusion from cloud, non-cloud based to cloud-based sort of applications. In case you're not familiar what is cloud-based application, on-premises application, we will be discussing that also in today's session on. Okay. Or in case, guys, you are somebody who's already into that particular domain, working for some sort of company, working for some sort of project, and you want to upgrade and transition your skill, that also you could be into any of these particular categories. And this particular course has been designed for all of you. Okay, because we are going to cover everything from the scratch till the actual real-time practical advanced sort of course. Okay. Guys, during this particular course of action, you may be finding very minimum or you may say almost no demonstration of PPTs or something, because this particular course is a 100% technical course, which is a complete hands-on training. Okay. Every concept, everything that we are going to learn about different tools, techniques, technology, that we are going to practically see and demonstrate during our course of technology. Yes, wherever it is required, we will be referring. Every concept will be explained. Okay. And we have all the training materials available in terms of Oracle provided documents. We have created our custom PPTs. We have given some sort of assignment, interview questions. Okay, comparative analysis about different tools, everything will be handed over to all the enrolled participants from the first day of the enrollment itself. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, if you choose that, okay, you are somebody fit in for this particular training and you are somebody who's interested to take up this particular course, then it is also equally important to understand that, okay, why you should choose us and who's the person who's training, because by end of the day, you are spending the time next 1.5 month, 2 months with the trainer. Okay. So it will be important for you to understand who's the trainer, what is this institute, what sort of things that we are offering, what is the credibility of that particular institute, whether we are specialized or whatever the things that we are committing or offering are actually being committed and being received at the receiving end or not. Okay. So guys, talking about TrioTech Institute is a specialized Oracle specialized training. We are specialized only into Oracle and related softwares and techniques. Okay. We have a focused only onto the Oracle specialization. We have conducted almost 1000 plus batches. We have trained almost 25 plus 25,000 approximately consultants now we have trained. We are a corporate training partner for multiple multinational companies. We have experienced trainers. All our trainers are minimum 15 plus years of experience already working in their domain as a solution architect. Okay. And guys, the course has been designed with 100% satisfaction score and real-time work that a consultant need to perform. That thing only we are talking about. This is not a course that is going to cover some basics, and after that we will be saying that, okay, let's create a library management software. No, this is the software already there, multi-million biggest of the softwares available. Using that software, there is certain work that is a real-time professional need to do. We will be learning to use that particular software to perform those sort of set of operations. Okay. And talking about me, guys, I'm Piyush and I'm having almost 20 years of experience. Okay, I'm specialized Oracle training uh, consultant. I have personally trained more than 2000 plus consultant. I'm a corporate trainer. I have been working with TCS, GE, Oracle. I personally is a Oracle certified consultant. In addition to that, guys, I am currently working as a solution architect with one of the biggest MNC, who's the biggest client of Oracle Fusion. Okay. So I have a vast sort of experience, and all that experience has qualified me to teach you and make you understand the real-time business scenarios and the problems that we may encounter, and what and how we are going to solve those particular problems for our clients. Okay. So in addition to that, guys, what we are going to offer, okay, it's okay that we are this, but what we are going to offer, you need to have some value. We should need to add a value to you, then only you should be taking up this particular course. So guys, we will be providing you a complete Fusion stable instance access for minimum 5 months. We will be providing you 2 months access for OIC when we are learning the OIC as a software. What is Fusion application, OIC application? Some of you might not be aware. We will be explaining all those things, and then it's just we are offering this particular software so that you should not need to struggle and look out for these particular softwares, and you should be able to practice everything using the stable instances. Okay, guys, believe me, these 5 months are more than enough for our learning, and after the course also you should be having minimum 3 months of the instance for practicing the thing. Guys, every recorded videos that we are going to keep, daily sessions will be recorded, and recorded with video will be provided to you with lifetime access. Okay. More than 500 live business components has been provided to you guys. We have created almost 500 plus business components that will be handed over to you from the first day of the enrollment. Okay. Guys, during the course of this particular training, once you feel that you are confident, you have prepared, you have practiced the things, in case you would like to get yourself evaluated, please contact our admin team and they will be supporting you with some sort of mock interviews in case you want to get a self-evaluation done. We will be providing an assistance into the certification as well as an internship and freelancing opportunities also, since we have been collaborated with several mid-size and bigger MNCs who are watching us out, and they will be trusting us our delivery. They are directly reaching out to us to deploy a certain consultant as and when necessary. Okay, maybe for shorter or longer period. So we will be assisting with and offering these sort of offerings as part of this particular training. Now, guys, if you're going to join this particular training program, the first ultimate goal is to acquire some sort of knowledge. And then, guys, if you are being so knowledgeable, but you are not able to convert that knowledge into dollars, then that knowledge may not be of that worth. Okay. So eventually we need to land it up into some sort of job opportunities, right? So where you could be getting a job, that is also something important for you to understand. So guys, there are different sort of companies. Those companies may be broadly classified as either a product-based company, service-based company, or an end client company. Taking up as an example, guys, Oracle, Microsoft, okay, SAP, these are a product. They made their product. Like Oracle Fusion is one of the product built by Oracle. So these company may be looking out for some sort of trained professional about their product because they need expertise mind to work onto their product, to debug their product, to provide the consulting, to support to their end clients. So we will be getting an opportunity to the product-based company, service-based companies like TCS, Accenture, Big Four companies who will be supporting the customers to get this particular product evaluated, executed, implemented, supported. So we may be getting an opportunity to work with these sort of companies. And the third kind of companies may be end client companies, like different companies to manage their run their business operations, to manage their show. They may need to purchase a ERP application. So Oracle may be selling their product, and TCS may be supporting these companies to get that product implemented and work and operation. While these companies also look out to some sort of a trained or experienced professional to be hired into their team so that they can watch out that, okay, TCS is not fooling them around, and they need to manage their internal shows, also perform different sort of action internally also for cost cutting and all. That is the reason these companies may also be hiring a professional who's a fusion consultant. So guys, you can land up a job into any of these particular kind categories of the companies, and every company is okay, every category is okay. It's not that, okay, we should need to target only to get into the product based companies or service based companies or end client companies. Okay, every sort of company, client, and the work perspective will be different. So it depends wherever you will be getting an opportunity as per your willingness, as per your knowledge, as per your skill set, as per your you can say comfort. You should be grabbing those particular opportunities to make a career progressions. Okay. Next, guys, once we are becoming and learning this particular thing, we should need to understand we join some particular company, maybe a product-based company, a service-based company, or maybe an end client. So what these kind of companies may be running, what kind of projects they will be doing. So guys, the main classification of the project is something that is an implementation project. Like suppose Reliance Industry want to manage their operation, they have purchased Oracle ERP. So once they purchase the Oracle ERP, they need to implement that software. They need to make this particular software run and behave as per their business operations, as per their expectation. So from the scratch, they will be building something. It's like something that there is a plot. You have purchased the plot and you need to build, you need to implement to build your house onto that plot. That is something called implementation project. Support project, guys. Suppose Reliance has already implemented this. Day-to-day operations are getting conducted using this particular software, but there may be certain support is required. Some report is not working, some page is not opening, some transaction is not getting saved. There may be certain issues may be getting encountered on day-to-day basis. So they need to have some sort of support project which is going to be done parallelly with a set of trained professionals who will be supporting onto a day-to-day business queries. Enhancement is something to be understand, like you have constructed the house, but it is something that, okay, you want to enhance the look and feel, you want to change the front gate, you want to replace the tiles with the marble chips. That is something enhancing. You are enhancing the software for certain reason. Okay. Upgrade is something, guys. Suppose you have made the house and then you want to upgrade. It's a single story house, you want to add one more story. That is upgrade. So there may be projects that may be implementing certain features. Suddenly Oracle has implemented and they have offer some sort of features. Those features you need to enable. That is kind of a upgrade projects. And the best part with this particular tool, guys, once you purchase the licensing, as a companies, once they purchase this particular software, maybe for 3 years of licenses for 1000 employees, okay, or 1000 users, then nothing you need to invest. All those upgrades will be taken care by Oracle, since this is a cloud-based software. The security, the maintenance, the upgrade, okay, the release of new features, everything will be taken care by the Oracle. Okay. And data migration projects, guys. Suppose TCS is one of the company. TCS has acquired some another company. That company may be using some sort of software. But TCS will say that, okay, boss, now you are going to be hired in my company. My terminology is my customization, my personalization, my rules and regulations will be working. And I have been already using Fusion ERP software. So I want to bring all your setup, all your data into my software. I'm going to not purchase your software. I'm not going to use two different software for managing my resources. I will be just shutting down that particular application that I'm acquiring and bringing all the data into my own software, that is Oracle Fusion that I'm using. So these sort of projects will be there into real time that we will be working out. Last kind of project is a rollout project, guys. The rollout project is something like TCS has implemented, purchased the software, and to run and manage their businesses, TCS has first implemented this software into USA. Okay, that is successfully done, and they have figure it out that okay, it is beneficial, the kind of benefit that we have forecasted by implementing this software to increase the productivity, to reduce the cost, to improve the efficiency, to bring better user experience. Suppose these are the key parameters. Based on that, it has been evaluated and this software has been implemented for the TCS US. Now, based on the benefit, TCS management has thought of and they figure it out that okay, next quarter we are going to implement this into UAE. Next quarter, we are need to implement into suppose UK. Next quarter, we need to implement into India. So phase by phase, once we need to extend the software and start to implement that across different geographies, that is called rollout projects. So generally, in any of those companies, being any of the consulting, you will be working into any of these particular projects. As none of the project phase is better than any other project phase, you being as a consultant will be moving and working into multiple companies, multiple clients, and multiple projects during your course of your tenure. Okay. So feel free wherever, whichever company offering into whichever project type, please don't hesitate to join any of the company based on the current phase of their particular projects. Okay. Next thing, guys, we are claiming that okay, this is a fusion consulting course. You are going to become a fusion technical consultant. We are not going to say that okay, you are a fusion technical developer. There is a reason because consultant is a term that companies may be look out for a solution. They may be watching out. They may be approaching you. The end client, the user may be reaching out to you with some sort of programs, seeking that okay, you are an expert for that particular domain and you will be understanding their problem and providing a solution to their problems. So that is a role of a consultant. You will be providing a solution by means of different sort of tools, techniques, technologies that has been offered and available into this particular software. Using that, you will be offering the solution to the end client. So guys, what kind of a different sort of technical or a functional roles or a consultant? We are a technical consultant. The course that we are learning, that is a technical consultant. We are learning the software from the perspective of a technology. There is a functional consultant also who will be doing the functional work, making a software work, making the configuration from the UI. They will be doing the configurations. Okay. There will be a techno-functional consultant who will be a mix of both the work. They know the technicality as well as the functionality. Not 100% for both the domain, maybe 70-30, 30-70, 80-20, 90-10, something like they may be knowing technical more or functional less, something like that. End user is a kind of consultant, guys. Those who are actually working into the Reliance Industry Procurement Department, HR department as a clerk, who will be making use this of this particular software on day-to-day basis, performing different sort of transactions. Okay. And guys, administrator, every software may be having some sort of admin who will be handling and managing the software, managing the security of the software, creating a user for the software, assigning the role to the software, creating and resetting the password for the user. All that work will be taken care by the admin. So these are the different sort of roles as a consultant that we will be offering. As a technical consultant, we will be mostly focusing on to technical concepts. But by end of this particular course, guys, you may be claiming yourself as a techno-functional consultant, because there has been several things that functional people we are going to do, not a configuration standpoint, but other than the configuration, whatever the role of a functional consultant, we will be learning and looking into that into practical demonstration. Okay. So guys, as we are saying that, okay, we will be majorly focusing on to the technical work. So what is the role? What is the work that is a technical consultant will be working upon, guys? So technical consultant will be working on to majorly into the reports. What is report? Why we require reports? Okay. What are the different kind of reports are available? What are the different tools and techniques and methods available to build the report for any of the client? What sort of data that we need to fetch into the report? What should be the format of that particular report? Okay, can we run the report anytime, or can we schedule the report? Does the report will be having some sort of parameter? We can run the report based on the parameter. Okay, all these things will be possible, and we will be learning as part of this particular reporting once we are learning the reporting and extraction sort of tools and techniques. That's the only thing that at the moment that you should need to understand why the reports are required. Like, you need to extract the data, keeping for record keeping. You need to extract the data to share it across with the legislative bodies. Like income tax department will ask you to please generate and share the details of all the PF that you have deducted, all the tax that you have deducted for the last month. Every fifth of next month, you need to send those details to income tax department. Then, guys, you may be requiring that particular data for the reconciliation purpose also, auditing purpose also. You may be requiring some sort of data to be extracted for sharing across with the employee, like the pay slip. Every month you are running the salary of the employee, and that running of the salary will be recorded into the software, keeping some sort of data updated into the software, and that data need to be extracted, represented into a meaningful manner as per the company format, generated a payslip, and that payslip is nothing a kind of report that should need to be delivered to every employee on a monthly basis. Okay, so guys, that is the purpose of report. Same way, there is a data load. The end user, this software will be having some sort of pages, some forms. Forms may contain different sort of sections. Sections may contain different sort of fields. Some fields are mandatory, some fields are non-mandatory. Like suppose to hire an employee, to terminate an employee, to promote an employee, to create a purchase order, create a sales order, create a receipt, hire or create a or onboarding a new supplier for your company. All these are the different business objects which may be performing different sort of actions by the end user. So guys, end user can do those actions from the front end. A functional user can do those capabilities. But in a real time, what is going to happen in case you want to terminate 1,000 employees? In an HR department, there is a two HR. They cannot terminate 1,000 employees within one day, because to terminate one employee from the UI, suppose it is going to take 15 minutes, and we want to terminate all those 1,000 employees today. So for better accuracy, for faster execution, okay, we may need a technical consultant to support us with to perform bulk data operations. Okay, so that is the reason a data loading support technical consultants are required. Okay, guys, there may be a requirement for the automation. What is the automation? Like suppose if the X work is getting done, that's B work should need to be done automatically. Like suppose you are going to terminate one particular person. The moment the person will be terminated, his account should need to be closed. His user account should need to be logged. His payslip should need to be generated. His full and final should need to be initiated. Like these are the following up tasks which need to be initiated after one task is completed. So, as a consultant, based on the problems, based on the business processes, based on the client requirement, we will be automating the things. What is the purpose for the automating, guys? Because every company want to cut down the cost. They want to make use of the technology to bring more sort of accuracy and efficiency into their business processes. So we as a consultant will understand those gaps, propose different sort of automation solutions, get into an agreement, and using the tools and techniques, we will automate their business processes as much as possible. Okay. Then guys, something called customization and personalization. That is the work that is a technical consultant may be working upon. Mostly this will be taken care by the functional consultant, but yes, technical consultant will be also involved into this. What do you mean by customization and personalization, guys? Suppose I will give you this particular PPT to you. This is my version of the PPT. You may like it or you may not like it. Okay. But if you have your own copy of this PPT, you can customize this for your particular needs. You don't find the this blue color, you don't write this hexagonal shape, you don't like these bullets, you want to customize this for your requirement. You can feel to customize the software as per your own priority. Like the software can be applicable into English language and German language and Arabic language. You being an Arabic person, the moment you log in into the software, you want that okay, software should open into the Arabic language. You may say that okay, the dates wherever in the software, the dates may be appearing into YYY MMDB format. You would like to see that okay, it should be personalized that okay, for you. It does not matter for others. But once you log in, it should need to open into DDMMYY format. All these things you can be configuring into this particular software, that is customization and personalization. Last thing that a technical consultant that may be involved into, that is the approval management, guys. Suppose you are promoting some employee. Certain company says that okay, HR can promote any employee and it does not require any approval. Somebody will say no, HR cannot do. Manager can promote the employee, and once manager will promote, it should need to be reviewed and approved by the HRBP. Someone will say it will be reviewed by HRBP. Following that, it should need to be approved by the head of the department. After that, it will say that okay, after the HOD will approve it, head of the department will approve, it should need to be sending some sort of email notification to the employee that okay, you have been promoted, and it should need to be intimated to the CHR of the company. So every company may have different sort of business processes that may be requiring different sort of approval management. So as part of this particular training program, guys, we will be learning those particular tools and techniques to design those particular workflows, to design those sort of customization and personalizations, to design those sort of approval management. And guys, this approval management can be also considered as a customization of the software. Suppose there is certain business process, by default Oracle does not thought that okay, termination of employee needs to be followed by some sort of approval. But your company wants that okay, if manager is terminating an employee, it should need to be reviewed and approved by HRBP. So yes, definitely in that case, we need to add some sort of custom workflow. So if we are defining some custom workflow into the seeded application, that should be also need to consider as a customization and personalization. Okay. And the last part as a technical consultant, since this particular training program is a blend of fusion technical as well as integration consultant specialist, OIC is the one of the premium and most in-demand technology in any of the ERP tools that we are going to learn 100% practicality in this particular training program, starting from the scratch till the highest degree of the advanced details that we are going to cover as part of this particular training program. What is integration, guys? Suppose now companies are growing globally. Take an example of TCS. TCS might be having 8 lakh employees. They need to process the salary for 8 lakh employees. So everything cannot be run and managed by same company, right? TCS cannot say that, okay, for 8 lakh employees, let me create my own bank and make all these 8 lakh employees and their family members to be customer of my bank mandatory, and I will process the salary through my bank. No. TCS give the option to the employees that, okay, we have 5 channel partner, HDFC Bank, TCS, and ICICI Bank, Union Bank, SBI Bank, Citibank. You please opt whatever the bank that you want to open a bank account, and we will credit the salary into that particular bank account. So how those bank will be getting a data, how they will be get to know that, okay, what is the salary that we need to credit to Fusion by the end of every month?
because there is an integration from the TCS Fusion software, and the HDFC Bank may be using SAP software to manage their bank account details. So there is an integration that need to be established, that should need to extract the data of the CLT of Fusion on every month, maybe by 25th of every month. And that data should need to be available to HDFC SAP software. That SAP software should need to understand that particular data and process that data in terms that, okay, by end of every month, that amount should be credited from the TCS corporate bank account to the individual Fusion salary account. Okay. So all these integration, how the data will move from one system to another system or across different system, that we will be practically demonstrating and learning as part of this particular training program, which is a main work, one of the very high demanding work of a technical consultant. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, some of you may be a IT professional, some may be non-IT professional, some may be a fresher. Some of the key terminologies that I'm discussing, you may be feeling that, okay, whether you will be able to understand or cope up, or definitely will that be that much beneficial that, okay, if we attend this particular training for 2 months, definitely are we going to claim that, okay, having a 1+ years, 2+ years of experience? Definitely, guys, because we are practically demonstrating, learning, practicing, giving you the assignment, and covering everything from the scratch. We are starting with the foundation, guys. Foundation will that, okay, for the non-IT person, how to access what is internet, what is cloud-based application, how the security of the application is being managed, how to navigate across the different softwares and tools, what is data, what is information, how we can store the data. This data can be stored into only two ways. One is the structured way, and the other one is the non-structured way. Structured way means database. Database, what is database? Database may contain tables, table may contain rows, rows may contain columns. How to fetch the data from the database by some sort of language called SQL language. What is SQL language? How to write an SQL language? Where to write the SQL language? Everything we will be learning as part of this particular training program. Then, guys, file storage. We can create a file like PDF file, Excel file, CSV file, XML file, JSON file. We can save the data in our system in a file. What sort of operations are allowed into the file? We can create a file, we can delete the file, we can move the file, we can cut, copy, paste the file, we can merge the content of the file, we can edit the file, we can append the file. All these things we will be understanding as part of this particular training as a foundation. Then what is XML? What are the tags of XML? What is JSON? Different format of data exchange files, different sort of tools. There may be 8 to 10 different sort of small sort of utilities and tools that has been offered by Oracle that are supposed to be used. Maybe functional consultant may use, technical consultant may use, maybe technical consultant not be using it directly, but some of the tools that technical person are using, these tools may be internally using and relying on to these utilities. So we will be learning those utilities also as part of this particular training program during the course of foundation only. Okay. So guys, as we said that, okay, we will be learning select statement. What is select statement? What are the different sort of command, how to write a select statement, what are queries, how to call the functions into a select statement, adding a filter into a select statement. Some of you might be aware, some may not be aware. We will be covering everything in detail as part of this particular training program. Then guys, certain things which are out of scope that has been already clearly called out. In addition to that, once we say that, okay, we will be learning about the Fusion application, how to log in into the system, how to access the system, how to create the user for the system, how to navigate to different places of that particular system, different sort of buttons and their uses and practical understanding of those particular buttons, how to navigate, how to search for any item into that thing. After searching, how to create a new object, edit a new object, delete an object, how to duplicate something, what are instances, different instances. Every company may be having a development instance, test instance, production instance. Why we need multiple instances? How we will enable the instances? Who will enable the instances? Who will be creating our users initially to work upon? All these things we will be explaining as part of this particular training program in the first week of this particular training as a foundation. Okay. Then guys, as we say that, okay, we will be searching and editing. So guys, this particular tool is a uniform tool. It doesn't matter whether you are searching for any object like a job or grade, you are searching an object for the financials or supply chain or HCM. In case you are not familiar with these three terminology, that also we will be discussing after 15 minutes. So guys, if we search for any object, we want to create any object, delete any object, modify any object, we will be discussing some of the objects called work structures, because these are the foundations. It doesn't matter which domain you are working into. You are a financial technical consultant, HCM technical consultant, supply chain technical consultant. These are the foundation. You must need to having a knowledge about the work structures that has been configured into the system. So we will be looking into this. Okay. Similarly, guys, how to manage a person. It doesn't matter that you are a financial consultant or a HCM consultant. You must need to be aware of the managing a person, which has been created into the choose an application for managing your show, because guys, financial consultant, maybe you yourself is a person into the company, right? So how to identify a person, how to update your phone number, how to add your newly born baby details, how to download your payslip, how to update your bank account details, change your phone number. All these are the different sort of things that we are going to do as a person management, that we will be looking into as part of this particular training program. Okay. Same way, guys, there may be different sort of work that is supposed to be conducted and taken care by the supply chain consultant or a financial consultant. These will be, if you learn one screen how to create, update, search, delete, you should be able to go to different screen and follow the same sort of navigation, same sort of rules, syntax, because it is a unified application and one screen will be enough to understand the basic navigation flow of the application that we will be discussing. Okay. Now, guys, a main work after the foundation, the main work of a technical consultant will start from data extraction and reporting. And as we discussed, what is the main purpose to extract the data? To share it across with the management, to share it across with the board of director, to share it across with the legislative bodies, to share it across with the individuals as in terms of pay slips. Okay. So for any particular reasons, we need to extract the data, transform the data, represent the data into a meaningful way as per our company policies, guidelines, as per the business expectation, as per the end user needs. Okay, so that is the reason as a technical consultant, we will be working into some sort of techniques or the tools has been offered by Oracle to build those particular reports. What are those particular tools available, guys? First and simplest is the manual. We will go to the UI, check the data, manually copy paste the data and prepare the data file into Excel, or we may be able to extract the data directly. There is a button, export button is there. Click onto the export button. It will be exporting the data. But guys, we have no control which column will be included, which column will not be included, what will be the format. It will be always exporting the data into the Excel file only. Next, guys, the most important tool that every technical consultant, every day to day that they are working, that is the BAP. This is the main technology offering all the capability, all the flexibility that we will be learning as part of this particular training program. There is simplified version. This in the entire course of this particular training, guys, this is the only software which requires a coding to be done, and that coding is the SQL select statement. Other than that, in this entire course, there is no coding. Everything is low code, no code. Either we are dragging and dropping, or we are setting some properties, or we are getting some wizard, answering some questions into wizard, and automatically some code and everything will be populated and created for us. Okay. Then there is a simplified version of one sort of another tool, that is OTBI, through which you should be able to drag and drop the component and your report will be ready. Then there will be a one specific tool. Guys, these two tools are global tools. If you learn these particular tools, now you may require the data from the human capital related to the data, to the financial related to the data, related to the supply chain, procurement, doesn't matter. These are the global tools. You learn once, you will be able to apply this knowledge into any technical domain. Okay. Or there has been certain tools which are specific to the module, like human capital management is one product. Okay. Financial is one product family. Supply chain is one product family. So there are certain tools which are starting with the keyword called HCM. These tools are nothing, but these are the tools specific to that particular product family. So there may be some differentiators, there may be some sort of advantages, disadvantages of each of these tools. That is very much important for a technical consultant to understand and consume, because based on those particular merits and demerits, understanding the problem statement, understanding the emergency, understand the urgency of that data to be extracted, urgency of the importance of that particular data, you as a consultant will choose which technologies or which sort of solution to be offered to our end clients. Okay. Next, guys, there is one way that web services. What is service? What is web services? What are kind of web services? How to use the web services, test the web services, identify the web services. Okay, which tools are available to test that web services? What is SOAP type services? What is REST type services? Okay, what is Postman tool? What is SOAP UI tool? Everything we will be learning as part of this particular training program as a technical consultant once we are learning the reports and extract part. Okay. And guys, definitely, as we say that, okay, we are supposed to work on to OIC, Oracle Integration Cloud, which is a primary tool that is also covered into this particular training program, which will be importantly used to extract the data and send it across the data, exchange the data between different software, different application, among different application, two or more application will communicate with each other. So while we are doing that, OIC is also one of the platform that will help us to extract the data. OIC will be extracting the data by making use of all these particular tools. Okay. So guys, these upper part of these tools, these are the fusion tools, and OIC itself is a separate tool that will be also supported or useful to extract the data by means of using these fusion based tools. Okay. Hope that is clear. And next, the second work that as a technical consultant that you will be working upon, that is to load the data, to do bulk data processing. Whenever we will see any bulk data processing, guys, take an example of your smartphones, go to your contact application. Okay, guys, try to correlate if you're going into your contact application, guys, and what you can do, you can search the contact number. Like suppose if you have my contact number, you will go to your contacts of your phone and search Piyush Jain. If you have, you should be able to see. If you have and you does not like me, okay, you will delete my contact. That is possible. If you don't have, you should be able to add my contact that, okay, Piyush is my trainer. His phone number is 8920 333 790. You will save that contact maybe. If that contact has been saved, maybe you got my another number you want to update. So you go any of the software in the universe, whether it's a mobile-based software, website-based software, cloud-based software, on-premises software, Windows-based software, every software is doing what? Every software is meant to deal with some sort of data. It will take some data, process that data, represent the data, and once that data will be processed, converting that data into a meaningful information, and that information will help to ease our job, bring the efficiency to our business processes, optimize our business processes, and to do those all things, to create the data, to update the data, delete the data, everything can be done. Now, guys, take an example. You are migrating from your iPhone 12 to iPhone 16. You have lot of contacts data into your phone. Are you going to manually create all those 1000 contacts into your phone into iPhone 17? No. What you will be doing, using the utility, using the NFC or something, you will create a contact zip file into your old phone, and through NFC you will be migrating and taking a backup by configuring your Apple account ID or Gmail ID. Everything will be synced and your data from the old phone will be migrated and made available into your new phone. Same way, guys, what has happened once the company purchased some companies, they want to migrate the data. Once the companies has purchased this Fusion software first time, they may be using SAP. They are migrating from SAP to Fusion. They may have purchased a new software Fusion. So that data need to be migrated That is the reason there has been different sort of tools and utilities provided by Oracle to support the business with bulk data operation. And that bulk data may be hiring bulk implies, that is creation of the data. Promoting bulk implies, that is updation of the data, because implied data is already there. We are changing that implied data to change the grade from grade 2 to grade 5 because we are promoting them. Or terminating the implied. Terminating the implies means implies are there and we are terminating 1000 implies. That means deleting the data. So whenever we are saying that okay, we are supposed to support bulk data operations, that bulk data operation is either a insert or update or delete. So for that, guys, there has been different tools has been provided. You want to insert, update, delete, you can do directly from the UI manual way, or there are certain tools as we discussed. For same work, there has been different tools provided. We should need to understand what is the advantages and disadvantages of each tool to provide and use those particular tools as and when necessary, as and when required, depending on the context of the problem that has been surfaced to you as a technical consultant by your end client. Okay, guys, any tool that is starting with the keyword called HCM, that is only going to support the HCM related thing. For Fusion application, these two tools have been provided for supporting SDL. SDL and HSDL has been provided for human capital management, while FBDI and ADFDI are the tool that has been provided to support financial and ERP procurement related, supply chain related data migration activities. And guys, there is one tool and technique you will see, web service. Web services is common. Web service will help you to extract the data and web service will help you to create or update or delete the data. That is the reason we will be learning the web services from the context of either to fetch the data or either to insert, update or delete the data. All these things we will be discussing. Okay. Next, guys, as a foundation, as we said that, okay, we'll be looking into the security of the application. As we claim that, okay, we are not just covering the technical part, but we are going to make you a techno-functional consultant. Guys, this security of the application is not to be taken care by the technical person. It is not going to be taken care by the simple functional person. It is a specialized role which a specialized functional person will take care. That is called administrator. He is the admin of the application. What he can do, he can manage the security of the application. He can create and manage the role, create a user, set up the password for the user, edit the user, log the user account, unlog the user account, okay, activate the user account, deactivate the user account, add role to the user, remove role to the user, compare user account. Like somebody is saying that, okay, Piyush, me and my colleague both are working into the same department and we should need to work onto the same work. We are supposed to create a supplier. I am able to create, but my colleague Ravi is not able to create. So you will log a request, it will go to the ServiceNow. ServiceNow will assign it to Fusion admin support ticket portal. The admin will see, they will compare both the roles and they will conclude that, okay, Piyush, you are able to see because you have this particular role. Ravi is not able to see that particular page and able to perform that transaction because Ravi user does not have that particular role. Please give us the approval from your manager and we will assign that role. If you get the approval, this admin will assign that role to that particular user. So that user should be also able to create a new supplier using the. So guys, these are the work of a security administrator that we will be learning as part of this particular training. Additionally, other than the technical work that we are going to learn across. Okay. Then guys, as we said that, okay, there has been certain sort of utility, small sort of tools has been provided by Oracle that may be used by the functional people or that may be used by the tools that the technical people are using. The main tool that we are using internally using some sort of subtools. What are those subtools? Almost 7, 8 different tools that are available that we will be learning how to upload the file into the server, how to run some sort of process. In case somebody is performing any transaction, somebody is updating their phone number, adding their child, creating a supplier, submitting some sort of leave request, all these things, anything and everything which is going to be happening to the system by anybody who's accessing the system is called transaction. And as an admin, you should be able to track and trace every transaction. who did what action, when they did, whether it has been completed or error out or is it in progress, whether it is pending for somebody to review and approve. Once it is approved, whether it has been committed into the system and not, whether the transaction which has been raised, but now the customer, now the business user says that, okay, I have requested for a sick leave, but I'm feeling fine, I'm not taking that leave, please cancel that transaction. So admin will track and trace and perform all those actions. Okay. So that is a role of a transaction console utility we will be learning. Guys, while we are using our tools and technical, these tools, business intelligence and OTBA, where we are going to build the report. Nothing like Toad or SQL developer, PLSQL developer, no. Everything is into a browser, everything into the cloud. So which tool, how to access that particular platform where we are going to build the report. This is the platform, how to access that we will be learning. This is the content server. Guys, if you purchase an iPhone with a 512 GB of hard disk, but in top of that still, or this iPhone Apple company is going to give you 5 GB of cloud space, right? Same way, since this is a multi-million software that company is selling, Oracle is selling, and they're maintaining everything into the cloud, but on top of that they are selling one new additional cloud space that is called UCM content server, so that the client may use this particular cloud space to upload some sort of files. Which file, what file, why to upload the file, whether we need to manually upload the file, or due to some course of technical work, some tools are using this particular server to place the file for time being or for permanent purpose, that we will be learning and accessing these particular utilities. Okay. Additionally, guys, what we are going to learn, customization and personalization, as we said that, okay, customization and personalization is one of the important aspect. So there has been different sort of tools has been provided to personalize the application. Guys, suppose this is the UDT PPT that I'm going to provide. You want to personalize this particular PPT, changing the page. You want to add one more page into the PPT. You want to change the look and feel of the PPT. Instead of white background, you want to put it a blue background. Instead of changing this label, instead of this customize, you want to put it as personalize. You want to change the label. So different tools has been provided that we are going to learn. There's a tool that, okay, you want to make certain fields mandatory. You want to hide certain particular field. Okay. To make field mandatory or remove a field required property, or to hide the property, hide certain fields, or to make certain field visible, that all can be possible by the tools that we are going to learn for the personalization customization. And that specific tool is called HCM Design Studio, which we are learning. Okay. Zakir, I will take up your queries in the last. Please keep a note of that. I will be giving you a question and answer session. Okay. In addition to that, guys, let's drill down more in detail what we are going to learn as one particular technical tool that we are learning across. As we said that, okay, BIP is the main work. Every technical consultant into a day-to-day work must be writing one query, creating one BIP report at least on daily basis. Okay. So what are the things that we are going to learn in BIP? What are the different components of a BIP? Different component, mandatory components, how to make those components, how to manage those components, maintain those components, migrate those components. Okay, how to schedule the report, what is the concept of busting, how to deliver the output, what will the output format. We want the report to be in a PDF file, Excel file, Word document, okay, in a XML format, different format. We want to zip the output. We want the PDF file to be password protected. All these things we will be learning as part of building a report using a BIP technology. The security of the application. In addition to that, if the report is there and we need to understand from the administrative standpoint, we want to run the report, we want to cancel the running report, we want to schedule the report, we want to edit the report, delete the report, cut, copy, paste, rename the report, make a report as a favorite. All these things we will be learning as part of administrative tasks. Okay. And to build the report, as we said that, okay, every report in BIP should be based on the tables. The data should be fetched by writing an SQL query. So where are the tables available, which table, how to study those table contain which columns, how to join multiple tables, how to create a query based on those tables. All that thing we will be learning as part of this particular training program once we are working on to report and data extraction and the technique and the technology called VIP. Okay. Next, guys, there is a second technology that is OTBI. OTBI is the simplest technology. For this also administrative work, the subject area, how to identify the subject area, what is subject area. As we said that here we are not supposed to write the query. We are just supposed to drag and drop the columns and our report will be ready. What sort of column, property of the column, how to create a dashboard, what is dashboard, okay, different kind of layouts that are possible to define and create a graph based on the data. All these things also we will be learning as part of this particular training once we are learning the OTBI tool. Next, guys, as we said that, okay, there is a prerequisite, there is a functional requirement. What is XML? What is JSON? What are the tags of XML file, JSON file, parent tags, XML tags, XPath? What is the benefit of XML representing the data into XML? Like looking into this, guys, you can see XML is a structured way. It's a hierarchy of the data. It's a list of employees. How many employees are there? This is one employee. This is the second employee. And for each employee, what data we are capturing? For each employee, we are capturing three things: the first name, last name, and age. If we look into this data and if I ask you the question, tell me the age of Piyush, you should be able to look and say that, okay, age of Piyush is 34. If I say that, okay, tell me the name of the person who is the oldest, you will say that, okay, oldest age is 45 and the name of the person is Vikran. That's how, if you are able to understand and able to answer these questions, that much understanding is required only in XML. In the entire course of the Fusion technical work, we are never going to create any XML file manually. It is going to be generated automatically. And if you are able to understand this slide only, okay, that much knowledge is more than enough for a Fusion technical consultant to talk and work and utilize the XML. Although we are going to discuss more in detail once we are covering these particular topic. Same way, guys, what is JSON, JSON file, how to represent the data into JSON. This is also a list of employees represented into a JSON file system, which is going to keep the data into key value where we will be keeping the data into key and value. First name is the key and what is the value associated with this key? Zone is the value associated with that particular key. Then, guys, the concept of web services, the type of web services, different sort of tools that are available to be used for the web services, whether we as a technical consultant will be creating a new web services or already somebody is offering the web services. Oracle has provided the web services. How to identify those web services, whether those web services are of a SOAP type or a REST type. Suppose you have to do one work, like suppose you are entering your house, that house will contain a lock, that is a digital lock. You can open that lock with the key, you can open the lock with OTP, you can open that lock with the access card, you can open that lock by suppose thumb impression also. So you have four ways. So the ultimate purpose is to open the lock and enter into the house. But if there has been multiple options are allowed, it's up to your choice, right? How you want to operate. If you don't carry your phone, can you use and open the house with the phone? If you don't carry the key, you cannot open with the key. In that case, you need to use your thumb impression or your eye impression, something like that. So same way, guys, the web services are of the SOAP type and REST type. There may be certain actions which are only applicable by the SOAP type. Definitely, in that case, we will be using SOAP type services. In case there are certain actions for that only the REST type services are available, then in that case we have no choices left, we have to use the REST type of service only. Okay, in case there are certain actions that can be possible by both type of services, then that is a obvious choice by the consultant, whether you are more comfortable, you are finding it easy, it is faster in SOAP or REST, it is easy using SOAP or REST, is your experience, is your comfort, is your competency is more inclined toward the SOAP or REST. Accordingly, you choose whether you want to go with the SOAP UI or REST UI. Okay, but we will be practically looking and understanding the best practices and why we use to choose which kind of service in which sort of circumstances. That all we will be discussing as part of this particular training. And which are the different terminologies, what are the provider, consumer, which sort of operations methods are available, what do you understand by payload, input payload, output payload. Okay, all these things we will be learning, and in addition to that, 50 plus live demonstration about the real-time web services offered by Oracle, whether they are the SOAP-based services or a REST-based services. We will be demonstrating, and from the first day of the enrollment, all these code component services has been handed over to you into your G Drive. Please note that, okay, our admin may be reaching out to you with the link for a payment gateway. Please share your particular details, access the link, make a payment, and from the first day of the enrollment, all you will be getting an enrollment details, instance access details, a WhatsApp group will be created for you for your particular batch. In addition to that, G Drive access will be created where all the course material, all the samples, all the components that we have built as of now will be handed over to you. In addition to that, during the course of actions, during the course of training, or after the course of training also, if in case we have improvised or we created more samples, or in case we have added some more content, all will be shared into that G Drive so that every new update will be available to you throughout your lifetime. Okay. Only the thing is, the instance access will be available only for 5 months. Rest everything access will be available to you. Lifetime access will be there. Okay. In addition to that, guys, what we have observed, most of you may be more interested to the OIC, but in case you learn OIC along with the Fusion, that will make you a different edge, because everyone looking for a cost optimization, they don't want to deploy two consultants. Okay, one who will be supporting with the Fusion work, and then that will be supporting and coordinating with the OIC consultant to get the integration build. No, people are looking for somebody who's a techno-functional and somebody who knows Fusion as well as OIC. So once you know the Fusion part and OIC, it will be an added advantage for your career progression. Okay. As part of OIC, guys, we will be learning the basic of OIC. What is OIC? What is the purpose of OIC? Why we need OIC? What kind of platform is OIC? What do you mean by SaaS-based application, PaaS-based application, IaaS-based application? What is cloud-based services, cloud application or on-premises application? What is FTP? What is database? What sort of operations that the file will be offering, like reading a file, writing into the file, appending into the file, okay, deleting the file, listing down the files available into the folder, zipping the file. All these things we will be practically seeing and demonstrating. Okay. And same way, database operations like inserting the data, fetching the data, creating a data, deleting the data, updating the data, calling the package procedure. All this is possible through OIC that we will be looking into. Okay. And then, guys, in OIC, what is the life of a consultant without OIC? What are the technologies available without or prior to OIC? Why every company is moving into OIC? Is OIC mandatory to use or not mandatory to use? If certain customer not using OIC, still can be achieved those particular work purely by working only as a Fusion technical? What is the role of a technical Fusion technical to work with the OIC technical consultant? What is the work that Fusion person should need to handle? What is the work that OIC should need to handle? All these things we will be discussing. Okay, what are the different sort of integration styles or integration types? What are the component of OIC? What are the administrative work of the OIC technical consultant, right? To run the integration, modify the integration, clone the integration, maintain the integration, okay, schedule the integration, adding a parameter to the integration, exporting and importing the integration, migrating the integration from your development instance to the production in instance. How the OIC is more advantageous than prior technologies. Whether OIC is the only tool available or there may be different companies offer different sort of tools similar to OIC. All that we will be discussing as part of the basic of the OIC. Okay. Then, guys, once we are learning the different component of the OIC like integration, connections, adapters, lookups, okay, agents, libraries. These are the different components. When we are building the integration using OIC, these are the components that we will be referring and using into all the integrations. In addition to that, every integration may contain different sort of you can say actions to be performed, like logger actions to write a print statement, note action, notification is to send an email from OIC, define a scope activity, switch activity in case you want to check an if then else, parallel activity in case you want to execute certain activities in parallel, not in series. Okay. Assign activity, creating a variable, assigning the value to the variable, local variable and global variables. Okay. Stage file operation, data stitch, different sort of loops that are available. All these things, practical understanding how to use this particular action into the OIC. Nothing is coding. All are drag and drop. Wizard will open, set certain property. That's it. It is not a very complex things, but it is useful thing. You need a logical mindset. You need to have a basic understanding of programming, or logical mindset means that if I say 2 plus 2 equals to 4, okay, if I say 2 into 2 is also 4, and if I say 8 divided by 2 is also 4, okay, but that does not conclude that okay 3 plus 3 is also 6 and 3 into 3 also 6. No, 3 into 3 became 9. So that sort of logical understanding you should need to have. And then rest of the things, everything will be taken care by the platform, because it is a advanced technology, which is low code, no code sort of platform. Okay. In addition to that, guys, once we are working the advanced level sort of thing of OIC that we are learning, there has been several adapters, connectors that has been provided. The major adapter that every OIC consultant should need to know and working upon in context with Fusion. All these adapters we will be learning and practically seeing minimum 10 integrations for all these integration, 5 to 10 integration. Considering all the operations that are available for that connector, we will be learning that. FTP, ATP, ERP-based connection, SCM-related connection, file-based connection, and SOAP and REST-based connection. Everything we will be learning as part of this particular training module. Okay. Then, guys, one more advanced thing that we are going to learn as part of this particular training. Generally, we does not cover VBCS. OIC is a platform that offer three kind of services. One is OIC itself contain ICS integration cloud service. Other thing is VBCS, that stands for Visual Builder Cloud Service. Third thing is PCS, that is the Process Cloud Service. Process Cloud Service is Autoscope. OIC ICS service is the main focus that we are going to cover, and VBCS also we are going to cover, where we are going to learn how to design a new custom pages. As Fusion application is being built, same way in case we need to build our own application, that application will allow you to search some data, create some data, update the data, delete the data, navigate from one page to another page, multi-page application. All those things we will be learning through this particular training program through the technology called VBCS. Okay. So guys, this is the course that we are going to cover. This is the curriculum that we are going to cover in detail. In addition to that, guys, we are going to explain you what is ERP application, what is the context of ERP application, and how the ERP application has come into picture. What are the different product families that are available into the ERP, how the Fusion is a ERP application come into existence. We will be discussing on to that. Okay. Guys, like what has happened, Oracle is a company who's a master, who's pioneer. It is a almost 4 decades old company who's pioneer into managing a database and ERP sort of application. Fusion is not the only tool that this particular company is having. They may have different tools. Each may be specialized into different sort of capabilities and abilities. So during the course of action, Oracle has figured it out that okay, different tools are available. Some may be good in something, some may be good in something. Why can't I study all the tools, take best of the best of each of the tool? Let me study all my competitor tools also, take something which is best in other tools also, and come up with some cloud-based tool which does not require any installation. Just it's a subscription base. Take a URL, subscribe for that, take your username, password, and start using the thing. It is something like as if you know how to use Netflix. You does not need to install Netflix. Like if you subscribe for the Netflix, you go to your laptop, you go to your smart TV, you go to your mobile phone, access that particular software through the URL, log in your username, password based on your capability, based on accessibility. You should be able to access and see and watch the movie. Same way, guys, this is a Fusion application. You purchase the license, you should be able to access it. Okay. And guys, every software, every ERP software is meant to manage the resources. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Planning means, guys, to run and manage for your show, to run your business, you need to plan. Okay, so this software will help you to plan the things. What thing it will help you to plan? Enterprise. Enterprise means the biggest of the organization. It is like your company. Enterprise is nothing, the company. To run and manage the company, you need to manage the resources. Which kind of resources, guys? Every company can manage three kind of resources. The resources can be broadly classified into three categories. That three categories are, guys, M. The first M is manpower. Any organization may be having a people. Okay, right. Take an example of Reliance Industries. Reliance, one of the resources is their people, their staff. So companies need to manage their people, to hire the employee, terminate the employee, promote the employee, train the employee. Employee need to go on to the leave. Employee need to be applying for a bonuses. Companies need to evaluate their employee. Companies need to put the employees into some sort of training. All this is called managing their manpower. Okay. Next thing is, every company may be producing some sort of goods. So if they are producing some sort of goods in terms of services, like if I say TrioTech is a company, we have a product. What is that product? This particular training is our product. We are selling this. So this selling is what, if we are selling, we are generating a revenue. We will be getting a money. So that money should need to be accounted somewhere, right? There should be a financial module. The money should be maintained by one sort of resource type, that is financial. We will be receiving the money. In addition to that, TrioTech might be paying to the trainer. TrioTech may be paying to me. TrioTech may be paying for this instance of the OIC course and Fusion instance course. That is, they are paying also, they are receiving also, they are paying also. So there may be some software, some tool which will be keeping track of all these things. That is called financial module. In addition to that, guys, TrioTech may be having some sort of, you can say, material also, right? TrioTech has some material. TrioTech has purchased a Zoom license. That is one of the material. TrioTech might have purchased a WhatsApp subscription. That is also something as a material. Like take an example of Reliance Industry or Maruti Udyog Limited. Maruti Udyog Limited wants to produce a car. So once they produce the car, that car is a product, that car is a material that they need to sell. If they sell them, they will be generating a revenue. To maintain that revenue, they need to have a financial software. And to maintain that product, to manage that particular product, they need a inventory management, supply chain management. That is the supply chain management software is there. So guys, manpower, material, and money, these are the three resources that can be maintained by this particular software called ERP software. Guys, there may be Oracle is a one company which has different sort of software. All these softwares are a ERP software, like Oracle EBS that we used to call as a Artwell also. In addition to that, PeopleSoft is also one of the software. JD Edwards, Siebel, all these are a ERP software provided by Oracle. In addition to that, there may be company like SAP, they have their own software, Workday, PeopleStrong, Joho, all these are our ERP based softwares. Okay. So how the Fusion will come into picture? Oracle studied their software, took best of the features of all their software, took best of the features from their competitors. They understand studies and come up with the uniform software with the uniform technology and come up with a new idea with the new software called Fusion. And why it is called Fusion? Because it is a fusion of multiple best of the best capability. That is the reason Oracle has given the name as a Fusion. Okay. So guys, that is how what we are going to cover as part of this particular training program. The whatever the concept that is required, we will be discussing and learning. As we say that, okay, we are a recognized training institute partner. You can see our rating into our platform, into our Google review. This is our latest rating. You can refer and see different sort of comments that our previous participants that we have put it across. If you go and search for our YouTube channel, you should be able to see we have close to 2 lakhs of subscribers. We are regularly posting our different sort of updates in a sort of reels, as well as certain sort of key concepts that you can, while enrolling, regularly getting an update and keep learning from us, from the technical as well as the functional aspects also. Okay, guys, you should be able to see that, okay, once the WhatsApp group will be created, we should be able to sending across the recent updates about the recent openings, concepts, documents. Everything has been put it across into different sort of WhatsApp groups. Okay, so once your group has been created, you will be able to see that, okay, there's a WhatsApp group will be created. In that WhatsApp group, all those updates will be regularly update with you. Okay, in addition to that, guys, as we said that, okay, we will be starting with the very basic. Okay, we will be providing you the instance. This is the instance. How to access the instance? We will be having an instance. You should need to have a internet access. Take any of the browser, put the URL and hit the enter. You will be landing into the landing login screen. Guys, this URL, this instance, we used to call, in a Oracle terminology, we used to call it as a pod, P-O-D. We used to call it as an instance URL, or we can say it as a pod. Okay. And once we have this, you will be provided a stable 5 months of instance access that you should be able to access. This will be a complete access to you. It doesn't matter you are a functional consultant already. In case you want to practice something into financial domain, supply chain domain, HCM domain, you want to try and test only the technical work, technical tools, techniques. Okay, you want to create a BAP report, you want to build an OIC, you want to do the customization, personalization, approval management, everything we are learning, and that everything you should be able to practice the thing. Okay, in addition to that, guys, you should be getting a complete handset full of documents. You will see all these technologies that we are learning and working upon. For each of these technologies, we have different sort of component that has already placed. Somewhere we are keeping custom PPTs for our things that we are going to cover. That will be a quick refresher, guys. Whatever the templates that we are creating, the real-time scenarios and the code that we have generated, that will be handed over to you guys. If we talk about different sort of samples of different sort of web services, let's see, double click and open this. If we say there is a tool called SOAP UI, we will be providing you all the softwares that are required. All softwares which are paid software, we will be providing. In case something which is free and useful, we will be guiding and helping you, and you should be able to download those particular software, because these are the softwares that are very much required for a technical consultant. Okay, in addition to that, guys, while the things are opening, guys, we will be sharing from the first day. We have these sort of things where all the techniques and technology that we are discussing, all the interview based questions has been mentioned into for each of those particular technologies like this. Okay, you should be able to refer and access all these particular things. You see a detailed set of questionnaire also we are providing. Okay, guys, we are going to provide for each of the technology different sort of classes that we are going to conduct. Different sort of assignments are already mentioned there. We are going to cover up the topics, and you should be taking up those particular assignments for each of the major technology. Guys, different tools that we are going to learn, and for each of these particular tool, like suppose for reporting and extraction, there has been different tools available. Okay, so a quick refresher, analytical, you can say comparative analysis of those particular tools, so that you should be able to remember, revise, and able to understand in which scenario which tool is supposed to be required, making a check of each point, and that's how you will be able to choose and propose a solution for your customer that we will be providing as part of this particular Excel sheet. Okay, as part of this date, certain sort of concepts that we are going to build. Okay, what is date tracking? There's a very important concept, date tracking, that is required only in the context of human capital management. we will be explaining that with the set of examples like this. Everything will be explained into this. Okay. There's integration. What kind of integration you will see once we are learning the OIC, any of the programming that you are going to learn, it will be always starting with the hello world program. Okay, if you have little bit of programming experience, maybe C, C++, Python, everything will start with the hello world program. You will see we are being going into so much of detail. We are creating hello world itself into multiple times, almost 10 hello worlds we are creating to give you all the perspective of the tool and different sort of techniques and the utilization of different things that are available. We have a hand sort of fools of integration that will be demonstrated and practically seen during the course of learning and handed over while we are learning so that you can refer. And please take a note, every concept there is a simple, for every dot of the concept we have a separate component. So once you figure it out into your real-time project that okay, you have to look for something that you need to work on to scope sort of activity and you need to refresh, you will go to this integration and refer this thing, and you should be focusing only to understand the concept of scope. Okay. Additionally, guys, if we log in into this particular application, you will be provided a stable instance access. In addition to that, you will be provided with the unstable instance access, which is going to be refreshed every week, but it will be always an up-to-date, recently cloned instance from the Oracle. Okay, so there are certain things which we are avoiding that you should not need to do to the stable instance because you may corrupt the instance. That thing you should be able to practice into other thing. Guys, as you see, we log in into the application. This is our landing page based on the user. Which user? This is the user that I have logged in. I am the admin. I have so much of the access. That is the reason we will be seeing different tabs. We can navigate to different tags like this. Each tab have different sub tabs, different pages. We should be able to click and open those particular pages. The same thing that you are going to see this one. This is called dashboard, or you will say this is the springboard, and this is the navigator. If you click onto this navigator, we should be able to see all these options, sub options here also, and we should be able to access those pages here also. Okay. In addition to that, guys, you go to any of the page, certain page or any of the page you will go, the application will be very uniform in nature. If I'm going to the person management page, clicking onto this, it will take me to the person management page. Every page in the Fusion for every of the component will have same sort of look and feel. It will be having majorly two sections. One is the search section and the other one is the result section. In case you want to search, there may be certain parameter available. If you search by passing those particular filter criteria, click onto the search, the result will be come and displayed into this, and you should be able to click onto this to open this particular page. Okay. So guys, that's how we will be learning step by step, slowly and steadily. We will be learning about this particular course. And to track the course in detail, you will see this is our Bible file. We have just covered the demo. Tomorrow we will be starting with the fundamentals. A WhatsApp link will be shared, a group will be created, and the new Zoom link will be shared only with the enrolled participants only. Okay. And guys, we will be tracking. If you see here, if I just highlight the things that we are going to cover up to different sort of tools till here, you will be see we will be learning almost 95 different things, and each of these things also having maybe 4 5 10 different sort of concepts. So it's a very huge and advanced course, very detailed, drill down, starting from the basic to the advanced level. Okay, that is the reason. And since everything is practically demonstrated, everything will be handed over. You will be having an access for the server. You should be able to practice the things. And that's how, that is the reason we are claiming based on your experience, based on your competency, based on your learning and the way that you're learning and performing into the assignments, you should be able to claim yourself that you are a minimum 1 year or 2 years of experience. In addition to that, guys, as we are learning so much of the things, okay, every technical consultant is not an expert that okay, they should need to be a of knowing the security or knowing the approval management and knowing the BIP also, OTBI also, SDL also. No, we are learning everything. You should need to know everything, but you should need to practice more 2 3 things based on your experience, based on your peer set of knowledge based on your interest. That also we will be guiding you during the course of training. We will be having a one-on-one discussions. Then also I will understand about your profile and able to address and suggest which tool you should need to prefer or focus more about. Okay. In addition to that, guys, as we discussed that, okay, there has been different sort of offerings. These are the main sort of offerings. And the main thing is, guys, as a early bird offer, those who are going to enroll today into the training program, there is an additional offer. Instead of 5 months of access, you will be getting 7 months of Fusion access. And instead of 2 months of access for OIC server, you will be getting 3 months of OIC server access. In addition to that, guys, whatever the course fees, you will be getting an instance cash discount of 2000 as a instance fees discount. So please feel free to make avail use of this particular early bird offer. Okay. Fine, guys, this is what I have planned for today. Okay, this is the session that we are going to focus only on to the course curriculum, what we are going to cover, how this course is going to benefit. That is only what we have discussed. We have not discussed and demonstrated anything about the actual tool or something that we will be starting from the tomorrow onwards with the enrolled participants. Hope that has given you the complete clarity about this particular course. Further, in case required, please go to our YouTube channel. There has been multiple demos and the concept has been put it across into the short and long videos. Okay, check our Google reviews. You will be able to understand how we are helping the community in building the competency across Oracle Fusion Technical as well as Oracle Fusion ORC, HCM, financial supply chain. And that's how you please decide and get yourself enrolled today to avail the benefits. Okay. That's it, guys. Thanks for your time. And now over to you. In case you have any questions, doubts, queries, please let me know and I will be able to address. Hope you have enjoyed the session and able to understand whatever the concept that we have covered. Over to you, guys. Zakir, you have some queries. Mani Shankar, you were also raising your hands. Please let me know what is your query.
Able to hear me?
Hello.
Hey.
My voice is audible?
Yes, please tell me.
Yeah, so is this demo class? I don't know exactly. So I was existing batch day before. Like yesterday, I got the confirmation from your team members. So is this existing class is going on that class? I joined today. My first join, and so whom I need to contact? For admin department. I'm not part of you know WhatsApp community. So that is the reason why this is the
Mani,
question.
there is
My
no WhatsApp
so
community has been created. This is the first class, that is the demo class. Okay, please check the
oh,
chat
okay,
into this Zoom.
yeah.
There is a being
Mm-hmm.
form has been shared. Please fill that particular form with your details. There is a payment link has been shared by the admin. Click onto that, make the payment, enroll for the course, and they will contact you. Okay.
Yeah, I have already payment done.
Fine. Thanks, Mani. They,
4 days
just
back.
yeah, please reach out to them. Share those form details, your phone number, and all those sort of things. Share your Gmail into the registration form, and they will reach out to you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mani.
Piyush, regarding the one-on-one support, when do you provide it and helpful how helpful it would be for us?
This is a community learning platform. We are covering into our daily thing. In case you have any doubts, ask those questions. In case you require one-on-one connect, request, I will give my time to connect with you
Okay,
to
do we have to
clarify your
pay?
doubts.
Do you
No,
have to pay any
nothing you need to
extra?
pay. Nothing you need to pay other than this particular course. If you're thinking one-on-one, that is a practical project consulting, no. Yes, in case you are having some doubts, clarity, whatever is possible, we will provide. I will connect, I'll guide you. It's not one-on-one consulting. It's a one-on-one clarity about doubts about the training or the concept. Okay.
Okay. Also, you mentioned there is something you will provide support at work once we start some work. And do we do you guys provide that as well?
Yes, that also as per the applicability and as per the availability, that also is possible. Please reach out to admin and check with Kumar for these sort of things, and we will enroll and get that sort of
Okay.
support also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
In addition to that, in case you have to fill up your gaps into your career or revise your CVs or revise your experience, that also please reach out to Kumar, discuss those things, and that also will be supported. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hey,
Nagarjun.
Piyush, regarding
Hi, Zakir.
hey. So regarding the VBCS, right? So would you be giving more specifics about it? Because I might need more information about
Zakir, this
VBCS
particular
during
course
that.
is Fusion Technical plus OIC. In OIC, more focus into the ICS. VBCS is a specialized technology. VBCS is not something to be covered in this particular course end to end. VBCS required a separate 40-45 hours of session. Okay. But whatever the
Okay,
administrative work, access has been provided, and you can say out of 10, you can be able to practice, understand, and rate yourself as 5 to 6 in VBCS. That much we are going to cover.
okay. So you would be covering a kind of at least do you have any kind of material that would help me on exploring it more? Because I have a dependency on VBCS,
VBCS is
like a
not part
kind
of
of
this course
extension.
curriculum. This is an additional thing that we are delivering. Okay. During
Okay,
the course of action, whatever the things which we have, we will be definitely providing. Okay.
okay.
Yes, Sarath.
Is there any AI tools in this OIC
OIC does not have any AI tools.
to generate the BIP rules, reports?
BA,
Sorry.
no, that is, these capabilities are not available till now to Oracle.
Okay, thank you.
I will be taking one special session on AI to clarify all your doubts, where to use, how to use ChatGPT in context to work as a Fusion technical, how to use which tool and all that we will be covering. Okay. What are the kind of AIs available? Weak AI, strong AI, super AI. Okay. Generative AI, traditional AI, all these things I will be explaining as a special lecture, because that knowledge is something required, because once you're landing into a job, you should need to knowing the key terminologies, trends, and all those sort of things, right? How the Oracle may be evaluating over a period of time, maybe 6 months to 1 year down the line, in case new generative tools are available, how you can explore all those things will be covered as part of this particular training program. As of now, there is no tool provided by Oracle as an AI tool. Okay. Yes, Dhananjay, please tell me.
Hi Piyush, this is Dhananjay. I am a Java developer. Actually, we have a one more project came for regarding this ORC technical point of view. So my manager asked me to complete the certification also in OIC. Okay, is this course will cover? Will help
This
me
particular
with
course will cover from the scratch till the advanced level. Okay. This will be definitely a building block. Everything will be covered in OIC. For the certification perspective, every topic is going to be covered. In addition to that, we will be supporting for the certification drives also. Please reach out to Kumar and he will assist you with the certifications also. Okay.
Okay.
The best part
Oracle
is
certification.
yes, Oracle certification. The best part is there is no certification offered by Oracle that okay, Oracle Fusion Technical Certified Consultant. So you does not need to spend more time or money to get that certified. Yes, there is a certification offered by Oracle, Oracle Integration Specialist. So yes, I will recommend after taking up this particular course, if you take all these assignments and if you are definitely look out for a career into OIC, take that OIC certificate also. And this course is
Okay.
going to cover everything related to that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine then, guys. Thanks for your time. Hope you have enjoyed the session and the things that you are looking for from the demo perspective about the course,
Hello.
how you will be.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
Nikhil.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, I want to know as I am Oracle Apex developer, so how it will be useful for me.
Apex is a end-to-end a different technology. Okay, Apex will make you a end user sort of consultant. As you clarify at your end, Apex will make you a developer. This will make you a consultant. Okay. So you need to know the subject. You will be getting a different business functionalities. You will be learning the domain. You will be supporting the customer onto a real-time problem statement, business analyst, taking the requirements, solutioning those particular problems, providing the solutions by different sort of tools and techniques. As you have learned Apex as a tool, here also we have different source of tools available that we will be learning. Apex is also a cloud-based tool working into the browser. Same way, there is also certain tools that we are learning like BIP, HCM, HDL. These tools you will be learning and using them. The scope of Apex, yes, is very limited. Some of the companies are only using Apex. Okay. Fusion is a primary tool by the Oracle. 90% of the
basic.
revenue for Oracle is focused on Fusion only. So if you learn the tool which is widely spread and the focus of a company, the giant company like Oracle, they are focusing on to selling Fusion. So there will be more opportunities for Fusion only, right?
So basically, a Fusion Technical is a kinds of a Fusion developer or not?
No, it's not a developer. There is nothing like a Fusion developer. It's a Fusion consultant. There has been tools, techniques, methodologies that we are learning to provide a consulting to our end clients. Okay.
And there is some difference OCI and OIC. Oracle
OCI and
Cloud
OIC, OCI and OIC is different. Okay, let me explain that also. Guys, you might have heard about the cloud. You might have heard about Google Cloud. You may have heard about AWS. You may have heard about Azure, right? Everyone heard about that. Same way, Oracle also have their own cloud. Oracle Cloud is called Oracle Cloud, OCI. In this cloud, all the software like Fusion, EPM, OIC, VBCS has been hosted. We are not learning administrative work of cloud. In that cloud software, there has been certain softwares hosted. Out of those softwares, we are learning Fusion and OIC. Okay. Fine, then thank you everyone. In case anyone
Thank
has any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we can wrap up the session. Thank you guys. Please check the chat. The link has been provided. Please share your details and get your enrolled. Make a payment because a WhatsApp group will be created only for the enrolled participants. And to avail 2000 cash discount, please make sure that you will be enrolling today to get the early bird offer. Okay. In case of any doubts or clarity required, please feel free to reach out to admin or directly go to our website. There is a number. That is the number of our director. Directly reach out to Kumar. He should be able to address and explain all your queries so that you will be able to make out your mind to enroll into this particular course. Okay. Again, last thing that I would like to say, guys, this is a complete full real-time practical demonstration course. Okay. Real-time work. After doing this course, this is not a Java course that, okay, after taking the course, let me do one project. It is not a project that we are not going to help you that, okay, let's make a library management tool. No, already tool is there. We are learning to use the tool by different sort of tools and techniques and methodologies. Every word that we are going to discuss, talk in the each of the session is going to be a real-time problem, real-time work, and real-time of concept that we are going to learn. Okay. And guys, you skip one, although we don't want anyone to skip. In case you skip, you should be able to access and refer the recorded videos. And it is not mandatory that, okay, if you're learning 150 concepts, you should be pioneer or an experience or skilled with 150. Based on your capability, based on your background, how you are going to transform, how you are going to story tell your previous experience to Fusion Technical. That's how you need to pick and understand those things, practice those things more. And there are certain tools that are mandatory for everyone to use. that you must need to know that I will be tell during the course of action. Okay.
Just before winding up, having a quick
Yes.
question. So you
Yes, sir.
mentioned like OIC related, how many months you're planning to give access?
2 months access will be there, and we will be giving you the OIC access only when we are starting the OIC, so that in the first month we are going to cover Fusion only. Next month, once we are starting the OIC, then you will be having the access, and after the course of also you will be having an access. And in case you get enrolled today only, you will be getting 3 months access for OIC. Okay.
Okay.
Additionally, also if you want to get an OIC access, that will be a paid access can also be provided. Okay. So that also
Mhm.
will be provided. But
Okay.
better, I will suggest to take enrollment today to get 3 months access, because per month of additional OIC access will cost you 4,000 minimum.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
Fine.
are you going to touch the VBCS as well, or just basics, very basics?
I told you that, okay, we are going to work on to all the components of VBCS, terminologies, navigations, concepts, and we are going to practically create the pages. And every software will require 4 sort of operations: to search the data, create the data, update the data, and delete the data. All these sort of pages functionalities we will be covering and building the things in detail in VBCS also. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Good
But
to hear that.
provided
Okay.
I am saying VBCS required additional 40-50 hours of training. So please don't consider that this is a VBCS training. No, this is a add-on that we are providing to VBCS. You can claim you have understanding, intermediate knowledge about VBCS with a practical understanding. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you, everyone. This is what we have planned. Let's catch up tomorrow. A new Zoom link will be shared only to the participants who has been enrolled. Okay. Thank you, everyone.